Hi all, welcome to Acharya Coding School. In this class, we can discuss about the storage management. So, before going to this technical terms, let us deal with the what is storage. Generally, in mobile, we have the storage. In laptop, we have the storage. So, for storing our videos, files, documents, videos. So, in different way, we can store in the storage. Depends upon your purpose. So there are like different ways, depends upon the speed, size. In the storage, we have like a managing using the disk. So for keeping our data safe. So we have like a two types of storages we have, block storage and object storage. So we can discuss each and every one in detail. So here the disk we have already discussed. So for example, if you take the bookshelf if you have in your lab home, so the hard drive or disk equal to bookshelf. So and the files which we are kept into the disk are books. For example, if you consider the bookshelf. For example, let us start and discuss. In your home, you have the bookshelf. In bookshelf, what you arrange books, right? Same as like we have the hard drive or disk. Same as like in the hard drive and disk, what we are storing? We are storing the files. So if you want to store the folders, so these are the sections of the books. So for example, we have like if you have different categories of books like poetry, like songs, so different types of technical books and knowledge spiritual books, you have different types of books, so you can categorize into your bookshelf. Your shelf, same as like here we are using. So we have like a block storage. So here the data is stored in the fixed block sizes. For each block there is an address. The mainly the computer assembles these all blocks to form the full file. So here this mainly works like a virtual hard disk. So instead of like physical servers, we are using the virtual hard disk. So here why we are using this block storage? Why it is required? Because for storing our virtual machines and as well as databases, operation disk. So for storing, we are using the block storage. Why? Because it has the low latency and faster redundancy as well. So we have like a elastic block store in the Amazon. In the Azure as well as we have the Azure managed disk. We are using it in the block storage. For example, if you think this as disk. So you are dividing this disk into different sessions. Same as like yesterday we have discussed about the partitioning, disk partitioning. Same as like we are dividing the disk into different session for storing our files. And we have like a object storage as well. So here we are mainly storing the data in the form of objects. Means here the object storage we are storing like files, metadata and unique ID. We are storing everything in structured manner. So for example, let us think with an example. We have a library. So in the library what we have? We have so many types of books. So these books we can relate with the objects which we are doing now. And we have like a catalog cards. Means which type of category the book belongs to. So we have like a different types of catalog cards available in the library. So we can relate with the metadata. And we have the ISBN number as well. So why we are using? So for every book there is a unique ID to differentiate each book. We are going to attach the unique ID to the book. So now you don't need to worry about the which book you have taken. Then with the unique ID, you can know about which book you have taken. So why we are using this object storage? Because with the help of we have the backups, media files, logs, big data. So everything there itself we can store in the object storage. So this mainly used for the large amounts of data. But it is like a unstructured data, like images, videos, backups, logs. Whereas in the block storage, we are following the structured data. So like we have files, hard disk and folders. So we have like a different types of storage. It mainly accessed via HTTP and REST API. So we have like a different types of object storage. In this we have like a partitions and volumes in the storage. So we can discuss this one as well. The partition is nothing but the division of a physical disk. So we have categorized the disk into different partitions. Each part can have its own file system. So it mainly acts as an independent disk. For example, if you consider the analogy like you have the pizza. you can divide the pizza into different slices. So here each file, each slice have its different toppings, different data, same as like here we have like a separate files, applications and user data, which we have created at the OS levels using tools like fdisk, parted. So we have like a multiple partitions. So single each disk can be divided into multiple partitions. So we can divide how many partitions we can divide the disk, we can divide, and depends upon the purpose we can utilize. So we can install the multiple operations on the same disk using these partitions. So you can install Windows, Linux, Mac operating system. So different types of operating systems we can install in the partitions. Let us deal with the volumes. A volumes is a like we are using logical storage unit which can be created from the one or more partition of the disk. It is more flexible than the partitions because we can resize. So once you have divided, you are going to utilize while using the partitions. But while using the volumes, we can resize the divided this into, depends upon your purpose, you can utilize. We can extend and we can combine the, if you have divided into two disks. So you can combine the two disks into single disk using the volume concept. So these are mainly used in the elastic block storage volumes, Azure managed disk. So these are mainly flexible storage and we can easy to expand. So this mainly used for the production servers. Thank you.